Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. So, this committee welcomes everyone to the 3-day conference for the procurement of online voting and counting system for COMELEC overseas voting for the 2025 national and local elections. Second, considering the presence of quorum, I will now call this conference. So, to start, may I request everyone to please rise for the pledge.
Display yourselves in the presence of God. Glorious and blessed God, we place our work and ourselves into your hands. Anoint our creativity, our ideas, our energy, so that even the smallest task may bring you honor. God, when we are challenged, guide us. When we are weary, energize us. May the work that we do and the way that we do it bring hope, life, and courage to all with whom we minister within the organization. Bless the members of the Special Peace and Wars Committee, the Technical Working Group, and the Secretariat with wisdom, discernment, commitment, and compassion, and with courage and strength. Rooted in your love, may your face illuminate all activities done in your name. This we pray in your mighty and holy name. Amen.
We have the attendance, please, and our rules.
Good morning, everyone. The following are present into this preview conference for the procurement of online voting and counting system, OVCS, for COMELEC overseas voting for the 2025 national voting elections. From the Special Peace and Wars Committee, the chairperson, and SBAC members, Director Divina Las Perez, Director of the Election Committee, and Director of from the SBAC Technical Working Group, we have and Attorney John Gerardo. SBAC Delegation members, Attorney Palacio Sacramento, Attorney Leo Bertolo, Attorney Maria Karen Concepcion, and Cecil Villarano.
Mr. Luis Martinez Lopez, Mr. Juan Tumata II, Mr. Melchor Ulaban, Mr. Romeo Salvador Tomas, Attorney Vito Magasa, Attorney Francis Benedict Aguilar, Mr. Edgardo Aguilar, Mr. Joseph Montero, Attorney Magellan Ferrer, Mr. Arnel Bader, Ms. Mary Queen Halaman, Mr. Ariel Resosa, Mr. Arnel. From the Secretariat, we have had Attorney Vice-President Employee, Assistant Head, Ms. Marlene Alacruz, SBAC Secretary Members, Attorney Catherine Fernandez, Edgar Apanay, Maria Teresa Torralba, Louis Velardo, Joseph Lucas, Emmanuel Velasco, Bernabe Raymond, Elroy Ibarra, and Christian Blas. From Office of Commissioner Marlon Escasero, Attorney Maricon Almonte. From Internal Audit Department, we have Gerald Cuevas. From ITD, Information Technology Department, we have Mr. Rory Pinaba, Christopher Jess Chavez. And from Office for Overseas Voting or OVO, Mr. R.D. Alvarado and Ms. Jessa Janelle Padilla. From Commission and Audit or Co-op, we have Ms. Maya Bianca Santiago. Okay, so we have observers, prospective leaders. From AMA, we have Mr. Johnny Ramos, Griselda Carrion, Edwin Santos. Also from AMA, Rosel Joshua Ines. From Key Voting, we have Jayan Park, Sam Kodori. From ERED, we have Gabriel Morales. From Megadata Corporation, Alfredo Balan. Edu Solution, Katrina Pilavio, Alejandro Casilsi, and also Adrian Cruz. From Checkpoint, we have Arvin Torres from AMA, also from Ian Buol and Herman Castillo. From SMS Global Tech, Jill Taliada, and also from SMS Global Tech, Katrina Ala. So that's our attendance for today, our house rules. This pre conference is open to all interested parties. Questions will only be entertained after the presentation of the SBAC chairperson and the secretariat. Questions must be brief, concise, specific, and relevant to the meeting. All questions must be addressed to the SBAC chairperson. For participants that are physically present, they may raise their hand. Whenever the SBAC chairperson asks for those who want to raise clarifications or suggestions, once acknowledged, you can ask clarifications or give suggestions. All questions are requested to be put into writing, addressed to the SBAC chairperson, and submitted to the SBAC secretariat or before the deadline to submit the statement. Observe order during the proceedings and after advance, which would interrupt or disturb the proceedings should not be tolerated. Please mute your phones to avoid unnecessary noise and maintain cleanliness of the conference room performance. At this point, I now turn over the floor to our SBAC chairperson, Director Palacio.
Thank you. Just for the information of everyone, this proceedings is being streamed live via Facebook and YouTube. So may I now present to you the project brief as flashed on the screen. So the title of the project again is the online voting and counting system for COMELEC overseas voting second phase. The funding source is the General Appropriations Act of fiscal year 2024, and the authority to procure is the approved annual procurement plan for fiscal year 2024. The ABC for the project is 465,810,926 pesos and 57 centavos. This ABC is VAT exempt pursuant to the ruling of the We have conducted our first pre-procurement conference last October 23, 2023, and The second pre-procurement conference last January 5, 2024. The approved purchase request with the PR number 2401-0002 was received by our SBAC Secretariat last January 17, 2024. The invitation to bid for the first bidding was posted last January 18, 2024 at the PDM COMELEC websites, as well as at the COMELEC LED information and network information reports. Last January 25, 2024, we conducted a pre-bid conference for the first bidding, and subsequently last February 21, 2024, the opening of bids was conducted. There was a failure of bidding as the two bidders were declared ineligible. Pursuant to the rules, we conducted the mandatory review on the same day, February 21, 2024, after the adjournment of the opening of bids. For the second cycle of bidding, we posted our invitation again at the Budgets and COMELEC websites, as well as at the COMELEC information wall and SBAC information reports last February 29, 2024. We have issued supplemental bid bulletin number 1, dated February 2, 2024, announcing the rescheduled submission to seed and opening of bids from March 19 to March 21, 2024. For the opening of bids, as earlier mentioned, it will be on March 21, 2024 at 10:30 in the morning. This will be at the Convention Hall, Bureau of Treasury, the third floor of this same building. The notices for the scheduled conference were sent to the following last March 1, 2024 to the Honorable Chairman Erwin Garcia, Chairman and Head of the Steering Committee, to the Honorable Marlon S. Casquejo, Commissioner in charge of the Automation Committee for the 2025 LME, to Director Esther L. Rojas, Head Executive Assistant and PMO, to Director Celia P. Romero, Director 4 and Head of the Project Control Group, to the Executive Director, Director Cristo E. L. Nas Jr., the Director Ginny P. Florita, Director 4 of the Information Technology Department, to Director Michelle Frances L. Morales Paredes, Director 4 of the Office for Overseas Posting, to Director Maria Leia R. Alarcon, Director 4 of the Procurement Management Department, to Director Sonia Peña L. V. Lozada, Director 4 of the Internal Audit Department, Director Jan Rex C. Laudianco, Director 4 of the Education and Information Department. Notices were likewise sent to the following observers on the same day, March 1, 2024. To the Honorable Amy R. Marcos, Chairperson of the Senate Committee on Electoral Reforms and the People's Participation. To the Honorable Maximo Wailalo Jr., Chairperson of the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms of the House of Representatives. To Honorable Juby Ionia, Supervising Auditor, Office of the Resident Auditor, Commission and Audit. To Attorney Rona Angelitos, Executive Director of DENTE. Mr. Eric Hugo Alvia, Secretary General of NAMFER. Mr. Ruben A. Pascual, Secretary General of PCCI. To Ms. Evelyn R. Simpson, National Chairperson of the PPCRB. To Mr. Lord Lloyd Ian Convener of the So that is for the project fee for this project. It is also informed that all those matters that were subject of our bid bulletins for the first meeting were already incorporated in the bidding documents, which were published for this second cycle. So we are now opening the floor for your questions, if you have any. And just for the, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Before we proceed with your questions, maybe just present to you the project list for your information. Thank you. Secretary, please.
Thank you, sir. Let me just update the attendance. Also present in today's daily conference from the PWG, we have a great technology Mata, and this one represented by
Good morning, everyone. I'll be discussing the city marketing fees. So we have a two envelope system pursuant to IRR of RID 184. Your first envelope is your technical component envelope, which consists of your legal, technical, and financial documents. And if you opt to have a joint venture partner, your joint venture documents must be included in your technical component. The second envelope is your financial component envelope, which consists of your bid form, Annex G of the bidding documents, and the price schedule. The price schedule indicates the detailed breakdown on how you come up with your bid, total bid. So that's Annex G1 and or Annex G2 of the bidding documents. So each bidder should submit one main copy and the additional copies of the first and second components of your bid. And should there be discrepancy between the main copy and the additional copies, the main copy shall remain. Unsealed or unmarked bid envelopes should be rejected. However, bid envelopes that are not properly sealed and marked as required in the bidding documents should be accepted, provided that the bidder or its authorized representative shall acknowledge such condition of the bid as submitted. The SBAC shall assume no responsibility for the misplacement of the contents of the improperly sealed or marked bids or for its premature opening. All your envelopes shall contain the name of the contract to be bid in capital letters, bear the name and address of the bidder in capital letters, be addressed to the COMELEC SBAC, where the specific identification of the bidding process is indicated in the invitation to bid, and bear a warning, do not open before the date and time of the opening of bids is indicated in the invitation to bid. For illustration purposes, flash on the screen is how you will submit your bids. So on the left side is your technical component, which have main copy and the additional copies. Placed into its modern technical component envelope, and the second one is your financial component, which is the main copy, the additional copies, and placed into its envelope, and then both the technical and component envelopes will be placed in your mother folder or mother envelope. So flashing the screen is the screenshot of your markings. So this is included in your bidding documents. So next is the discussion for the documents to be part of your bid submission.
Thank you, Marian. Let's now go to the technical component. So inside the technical component are the following legal documents. First, you have your valid field registration certificate, must be platinum membership. And next is your statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started with any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be. Please follow Annex A of Section 9 of the bidding forms for your format of your ongoing contracts. Must be certified correct by your authorized representative. Next is your single largest completed contracts for Annex B of Section 9 of the bidding forms. So, similar contract for this project, supply and development of secure online voting and accounting system, and or supply and development of secure online system. relevant period completed within 10 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. Bidder must have largest completed contracts similar to the project, the value of which adjusted to current prices. Using the PSA CPI must be a single contract that is similar to the project equivalent of at least 50% of the ABC or piece of bid completed at least two similar contracts. The aggregate amount of which should be equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC for this project, and the largest of the similar contracts must be equivalent to at least 25 ABC for this project. So any of the following documents must be attached to your SLCC and user's acceptance, official receipt, sales invoice. So please refer to Annex 8 of your statement of single largest completed contract. So please fill those columns: name of client, name of the contract, the date of your contract, what are these goods and services, the amount of your contract, the date of delivery, and what attachments are you going to attach to your SLCC. So this should be certified correct by your authorized representative. So please sign these forms. So collection receipts can substitute for the submission of the official receipt. So there's an NPM for that. Okay, submission of your bid security in any of the following forms. It may be a bid security declaration, notarized. Please refer to Annex C of Section 9 of the bid constituting template from BSPO, or do we submit cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft guarantee, or the revocable letter of credit with amount of not less than 9,316,218 pesos and 54 centavos, or you may submit surety bond with amount of not less than 23,290,546 pesos and 33 centavos. And if you submit surety bond, it must be accompanied by a certification issued by the Insurance Commission. So this is your form for bid security declaration. That's Annex C. Please refer to that. Of course, it must be signed by your authorized representative and have it notarized. And then conformity with Section 6 schedule requirements. So this is your period of delivery. And then conformity with Section 7 technical specifications. So regarding Section 7, you must indicate they comply to every rule of the technical specifications indicated in the bid documents. So additional technical requirements which shall form part of the business bid under technical component envelope for your first order. Submission of duly signed and confirmed Annex terms of reference attached as Annex POR, duly signed and confirmed Annex K or OVCS post-qualification testing requirements. Proof or any documentary evidence that the bidder is ISO certified for the following: 9001 for QMS, Quality Management System, 27001, Information Security Management System, at least ISO 27001 2013, 14001 Environmental Management System, COMELEC shall accept relevant or related to environmental management. And then submission of proof or any documentary evidence that the bidder legally owns an internet or online voting system that can be customized to meet COMELEC requirements for the May 12, 2025 national elections. For this purpose, the internet or online voting system of the bidder must have been comprehensively documented and readily auditable in all stages of implementation, must have been tested and certified to be operating accurately, securely, and properly by an independent third party, must have proven track record of being successfully implemented in at least one election period or more. For this purpose, the bidder must be able to submit a written certification from the election authority or election management body that the proposed internet voting system have been successfully used in a prior electoral exercise. There's a note here, election authority would mean government authorities and not to private entities, organizations, corporations, and the like. This means that the prospective bidder would have to submit certification from one of the government authorities who previously served, attesting that it has successfully conducted an online voting. This requirement will ensure that the first online voting in the Philippines will not be a testing ground for any of the prospective bidders. This requirement will also ensure that Only those capable of running a secure online voting will be used. And then submission of certification documents that the bidder, if awarded the contract, shall comply with the following: ready to undergo process of certification by the TTC, provide professional project management support, technical support, and capacity building assistance to COMELEC in the Philippines. Disclose information regarding system to the COMELEC. Continuously demonstrate the security capability of the system to the COMELEC. Willing to undergo continuous public testing, evaluation, certification, and audit mechanisms. Will provide additional learning to COMELEC on international standards and best practices related to automated election management based from its own experience. Put all stages of preparation and implementation under the direct control and supervision of COMELEC. And after the elections, the bidder shall turn over all election-related data generated by its solution to COMELEC. So for the laptops and printers, submit brochures, technical data sheet, or equivalent document of the product being offered, showing compliance with the technical specifications. So himayin po natin yung technical specifications. So kung anong nakalagay doon, please provide brochures for your laptops and printers. Submit a demo unit version of the solution being offered during bid submission for post-qualification purposes. Demo unit version of the solution shall be based on CD or USB flash drive. The link of the demo unit version shall be contained in a CD or USB. And then submission of certification from legitimate third-party certifiers of the system that it is operating properly, securely, and accurately, which shall be verified during post-qualification. Credentials of third-party certifiers and its certification of the final version of its system. Certifications both for its offered internet or online voting system and the final version of its system for voting purposes. Certification on the successful conduct of vulnerability assessment and penetrating testing in both versions of the solution. Submission of proposed change management plan with emphasis on handling change requests, transfer of technology for COMELEC executives. Documentation describing bidder standards for audit, including scope, required conduct, demands upon project personnel, demands upon COMELEC personnel, and outputs. So, of course, this shall be conformed to by the authorized representative of the bidder. And we'll now go to your OSS or Omnibus Word Statement, which must be signed and notarized. Please refer to Annex B of Section 9 of the bidding forms. So, in case of corporation, signed and notarized secretary certificate, board partnership resolution, SBA, whichever is applicable, or in case of joint venture, signed and notarized special power of the 30 board members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and to represent the bidder. Next slide. So please refer to your Omnibus Word Statement. Form Annex D. It must be signed by your office representative and duly notarized. So your financial documents, submission of your NFCEC. So that is, please refer to Annex E of your net financial contracting capacity. So you have to base the ABC, the percentage, and then the computation of your NFCC, and then your NFCC. So the current assets and the current liabilities that is reflected in your platinum filters registration. Please reflect that one. That means it must be updated. Yung filters nito updated. Kasi nag-refer kami kung anong nakalagay doon sa Annex A ng pages. Alright, hindi yung iba nakalagay dyan, tapos iba yung nakalagay doon sa pages. Right? And then it must be signed by your authorized representative. Review of your NC computation, you submit to the line of credit from a universal or commercial bank. Please refer to Annex E, my 4-digit bank. Annex E of Section 9 of the new forms. And this is equivalent to at least 10% of the ABC of the project, or at least equal to 46,581,092 pesos and 60,000 pesos. If you're a joint venture, this is very important. Duly signed joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential JV partners that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful for Annex F of Section 924. So there's also a template for that. Please refer to Annex F. Just a note, each partner of the JV shall submit a respective field judge certificate of registration, platinum. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitute compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit an FCC shall likewise submit the ongoing contract and its audited financial statements shall be used for the computation of the NFCs. Alright, so that's for the technical component envelope. For the financial component envelope, Ms. Martin Altus will go over.
Thank you, ma'am. For the financial component envelope, your second envelope, please indicate your total bid in Annex G in form of the bidding document. So make sure that your bid shall not exceed the ADC of the project. And if there's a discrepancy between amount in words and amount in figures, the amount in words shall prevail. And also, this was designed by the authorized representative of the company. And then next is your price schedule. For the price schedule, we have the GPPB provided two forms. The price schedule for price schedule from abroad, and then another one is a price schedule from within. So if your goods and or services will come from abroad, please use this price schedule form. This Annex G, one of the bidding documents. And then please fill out all the necessary columns provided. And please take note of the computation the GPTV provided and how you will come up with column 9. This column 4 multiplied by column 8. And then if your goods or services will be from within the Philippines, please use Annex G2. So again, please fill out all the necessary information as per column. And please take note of the computation for column 9. It's column 5 plus column 6 plus column 7 plus column 8. And then column 10 is column 9 multiplied by column 4, which is the quantity. And should there be discrepancy between the your bid form of this will be the price schedule. The computation in price schedule as evaluated should prevail. And if there will be discrepancy on the total price per unit and the total price delivered final destination in column 9 and column 10, the total price per unit as evaluated should prevail. And then please take note of there is a note here for bidders in accomplishing the forms. So indicating 0 or dash for required items would mean that it's being offered for free to the government, except those required by law or regulations will be provided for pursuant to section 32.2.1 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 114. And please sign the form by the authorized representative of the company. So that's
So additional reminder to joint ventures. So in case of also JV partners for foreign leaders. So in case of foreign leaders, the eligibility requirements or statements, the bids and all other documents to be submitted to the bank in English. If the eligibility requirements or statements, the bids and all other documents submitted to the bank are in foreign language other than English, it must be accompanied by a translation of the documents in English. Right, so that's my reminder. Thank you. That's all. I'll now turn over the floor to Director Abalan.
Thank you, Secretary. So with that, we are now opening the floor for your questions. If you are now ready with your questions. Anyway, you have until March 11th, that will be on Monday, to submit your written questions or voice for clarification. And thereafter, we will be issuing bid bulletins to which will contain the answers to your questions. So if you have questions, if you are ready, sir, please.
Good morning, will you be extending the visa? Will you be extending the visa?
As of now, sir, the schedule is for March 21. Yes, sir, that is the schedule as of. If there will be any adjustments, again, we will. As of now, sir, I cannot give you a definite answer on that. But what is definite is that we have a scheduled opening on March 20. If there will be any changes to that, bidders will be informed about it.
But if all of us will seek for an extension, we will be considering that.
We will be consulting also our end user for their input on the matters before we will finally decide on whether to grant and give the request for extension.
Thank you. There's a second question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, those technical specs, other requirements, it says that you'll be needing 2 laptops per post. But on another document, you're stating that we'll be needing 3 laptops per post, which is
May we refer the question to the end user, please?
when I'm referring, sir, to page 60.
60. Other requirements, equipment proposed. The winning bidder shall provide the following laptops. And what's the other one, sir?
But on the another document, page 22, it says 3 laptops.
Sir, if I may, sir, that's for purposes of post-wash. Yung nakalagay doon sa G-Docs, yun yung sa winning bidder per post, 2 laptops na kailangan i-provide. Pag nanalo na, 2 laptops, tama po yun. 2 laptops. Pero yan, pag nag-check tayo, pag nag-post 1, 3 laptops ang kailangan. Ay, may sasabihin si
Can you confirm that, Mr.
Yes,
Sir.
sir, this is to confirm the answer of Attorney Treasury. The 3 laptop will be used for the post qualification because it includes the EMS, the pre-registration voting, and the OVCS applications. So, yung 2 laptops po is for the supply to be delivered to be used in the OVCS. But for the post, we need the 3 because it entails the 3 ones, including the images.
I think that was the question.
Yeah. Thank you for clarifying. Another thing is the technical specs of the laptop. I think you specified there that it should be Intel Core i7 processor, 13th generation, something. Well, my question is, can we submit a lower end laptop, say i5? Because this is just internet voting, and government can save by procuring an i5 rather than an i7. And a case in point here is that in the CCS laptop, you only the winning bidder only submitted an I5, and yet you qualified the same. So, shall we say I5 or you are standing on the I7 requirement?
Maybe ask the end user, please.
We will discuss it with, answer it to,
We'll be issuing the bid bulletin once the end user will come up with the final answer to the question. Any other questions? So, Secretary will take the questions and then coordinate with the end user. Yes, sir.
Sir, you're requiring that the bidder should have completed a similar project for them to be eligible. But will this be on a nationwide scale or barangay scale or community scale? Probably in some other countries that I have performed in one barangay, one community, we will be accepting that. Or shall it be on a national scale?
Maybe in definition of the SSC. From the definition, there is no distinction, sir. It did not provide as to whether it should be nationwide or it should be on a
But in
particular.
the technical presentation, clearly they mentioned about it should have been used in a previous election. My question is, shall it be on a national scale or on a scale or community level?
Considering that the definition did not specify, all that is necessary is that it was used in an election and it is to be certified by a government authority where the system has been used.
Yes, sir. But in your presentation in the brigade, you said supply and development of secure online system. You did not say whether it is used for election. No. Those are two qualifying statements. Supply and development of secure online voting and counting system, or supply and development of secure online system. There is no specific whether it is used in election.
You're referring to the second
Yes, sir.
subject matter, sir?
Yes.
On the supply and development of secure online system.
The logo is a secure online system.
We will deliberate on that, sir. And we will also secure the input of our end user.
Yes, because the statement is then for
It could be interpreted as not necessarily for voting. That's your point.
yes.
We
Kasi
will,
pagka hindi siya voting, delikado tayo.
yes, sir. We take note of the point raised. And once we come up with the final decision on that, we will again corresponding people. Thank you. Any other questions?
Sir, lastly,
Yes, sir.
it is a requirement that the bidders must have ISO certification 9001, 14001, and 27001. But the only exception that you make is that on the 14001, it can be an equivalent document. What about the 9001 if we submit a similar equivalent document?
The exception was a result of questions raised during the first cycle. Questions raised during the first cycle pertain only to that particular ISO 14001 as to whether we will be or the COMELEC is ready to admit equivalent document. That's why there is that additional requirement. Now, as to your question, as if the other ISOs will also allow the equivalent or relevant documents, again, we will refer that to the end user.
Sir, sa China kasi walang ganyang ISO. But they have equivalent document.
You're referring to the end user?
I'm referring to letter A and letter B.
Okay, so we'll take note of that. We will refer it to the end user for the next page. So if you have no more other questions, again, as I have earlier mentioned, you have until March 11th. That will be on Monday. Please make sure that your questions will be right. You can submit them through email. I think we have shown the email.
Yes, sir.
Secretary, please. If you have other announcements.
Yes, sir. So again, the deadline to submit your questions or request for clarification will be on March 11, Monday. It must be in writing and addressed to the SBAC person. And then we will answer your questions via bid bulletin on March 14, 2024, Thursday. And you may email your questions to Alan Garcia via chairperson at sbac@comelecc.gov.ph, or you may hand them personally at the SBAC Secretary Office, third floor, Annex Building, Penny, Israel Avenue, Intramuros, Manila. So we will check all your questions on or before March 11. So we have to deadline natin March 11. So it shall be the responsibility of all those who properly secure the bidding documents to inquire and secure bid bulletins that may be issued by the SBAC. So please take note of the bid bulletins. So the deadline for the submission of your bids will be on March 21, 2024, Thursday, on or before 9 o'clock a.m. The venue of submission will be at the SBAC Secretariat Office, PMD, Procurement Management Department, Family Building, Patreon Avenue, Intramuros, Manila. And then the venue for the opening of this will be at the convention hall, BTR 34 of this building. And the opening will be at March 21, on Thursday, 10:30 a.m. So meeting documents, they may be downloaded for free from the county website, secure or secure from the SBAC Secretary Office, the hard copy provided that you pay the applicable fee prior to the submission of your bids. And fees may be paid in any of the following: in person at the Public Cash Division, upon securing order payment from the SBAC Secretariat, online through fund transfer, bank deposit to Comelec's land bank of land bank that locates at any LBP branch. As a current is at 0012-104286. That's the account number. The amount of the bidding documents for this project is at 50,000 pesos. Email for your proof of payment, email a copy of your transaction or deposit slip to sbac@comelec.gov.ph, copy furnished to SBAC Secretariat at comelec.sbac.a.secretariat@gmail.com. Ensure that all forms are reminders. Ensure that all forms are completely filled up and those that require signature are signed by the owners representatives of the bidder. After check pages of the documents, incomplete pages shall be marked as failed with a specific requirement and thus render eligibility of the bidder. Read carefully the contents of the bidding documents such as the value of the engineers, the data sheet, general and special conditions of the contract, schedule requirements, technical specifications, and terms of reference. Carefully examine the bidding documents as well as the bid bulletins, and late bids shall not be accepted. So, nakakabay kami doon sa every building for your submission on March 21. So, by 9:01, kami mag-release in this year. So, dapat on or before 9:01. And just a reminder, in your submission, yung tagging ng documents nyo, pwedeng huwag lang nakadikit. Talagang like i-organize mo siya na hindi yung post-it lang, sinatatanggal yun. Pag check ang TWG, yung gano'n. Tapos, kailangan nakadikit yung tagging, yung label kada document. And kailangan nakakabit doon sa, hindi yung nakadif. Kasi, iba kukunin mo, tapos, ang pagbalik kasi, baka sa dami ng documents makaligtan. So, dapat nakakabit sa envelope, sa folder. Alright, so ano pa? Yung mga forms, kung pwedeng huwag yung type, kasi may mamimiss kayong mga words or phrases na too short pag you're reading all together. But just follow the forms, and the checklist, follow the checklist. Baka may mamiss kayo doon. Nakalagay naman doon sa checklist lahat ng submission mo. From bill jobs down to your financial performance. So that's also, I want to just update the attendance for record purposes. We have Mr. Henderson of BOAS and also from CWG present today. We have Amaya and Dennis Ayos. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
So for emphasis, the deadline for submission of your bid proposals will be at 9 o'clock in the morning on March 21. And the actual opening fees will be at 9:30 on the same day. 10:30 on the same day. If there will be a rescheduling of the March 21 schedule, we will be notifying everyone accordingly. So with that, there will be no other matters to discuss, Secretary. We will now adjourn this conference, and we thank everyone for your attendance. Morning.